2018 graced us with some big names. The next chapter of God of War was introduced to us, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Monster Hunter World, and of course, Red Dead Redemption 2. I was skeptical on having a prequel to a game that released 8 years prior. Not to mention, playing as a different character when I was already heavily invested to the character in the first game. Well, I guess technically the second, since part 2 is a prequel. Regardless, after all was said and done, I feel this game was shafted by not winning the Game of the Year. That award went to God of War. Now don't get me wrong, God of War was an absolute masterpiece that I still love to play today. However, Red Dead Redemption 2 is something beyond masterpiece status. It's a game that rarely comes along and sucks you in like no other. It's a game that is so perfect, it makes every other game that I love seem tiny. Since the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, I now compare every game that has come out after it to it. That's a good and a bad thing. Because of Red Dead Redemption 2, I now hold my standards to modern games much higher. The downside is, nothing has come close to this game in the 7 years it's been available. It's that good. The story, the visuals, the characters, the world, the ability to interact with every NPC in the game, the mood music, and the sheer freedom you have to do whatever you want goes beyond even other Rockstar titles like GTA. This game possesses the power to make you feel the way Arthur Morgan is feeling. It's a roller coaster of emotions and is worth every hour you put into the game. Let's start by introducing you to the gang you are part of. Every member of this gang has a story behind them. You can talk to them as much or as little as you choose. At one point or another, you will get to know them better through missions, doing favors, or just sitting down for a game of poker. You can even get more of their story by simply conversing with them by the campfire. Nobody was put in this game to make it look more full. Every character has a purpose and a reason. Even the moods of the gang will change if the upkeep at the camp isn't kept up on. Some you will personally grow to like, while others may just annoy you. It's like real life. You can even antagonize any of them if you choose. Sometimes you just need to let them know how you're feeling. It's honestly really fun getting to know each and every one of them. Every one of them have a different personality and their moods will change as the day goes on. And Uncle, that guy will crack you up. One of the first things that will capture your attention in this game is the beautiful scenery. The amount of detail that was instilled into it is simply amazing. Somebody actually sent a screenshot of mountains and a waterfall to a news station and they showed it on air thinking it was real. It's true. Look up the video for yourself. Every blade of grass can be seen. Even the small rocks on the ground have detail. You can see the grain and knots in the lumber. The footprints or wheel wagon marks left in the dirt or mud after it rains. I honestly found myself just traveling around and admiring the scenery and not engaging in any missions. I'd kill time by setting up a camp by a stream, river, or lake just to go fishing and watch the sunset. In the morning, I'd go out hunting to keep myself and the gang supplied with food while making money off the animal pelts. The world is massive and you definitely won't see everything on your first playthrough. But if you want to see and collect everything in the game, I do have a tutorial in my playlist. I show how to 110% complete the game. I show more than what the game requires to 100% complete it. It's details like this that makes you want to come back for more and see things you may have missed. Yeah, the story is fantastic, and the action is phenomenal, but just being able to take in your surroundings makes you feel like you are part of the game. The rugged beauty of this game is unmatched, and it is easy to see why so many people love it and are still addicted to it today. Take a deep breath and soak it all in, because the whole experience is definitely worth it. The story starts out after a botched ferry boat incident, most likely a robbery, in Blackwater. The gang is on the run from the Pinkerton Detective Agency. They lost a few people in the gang during the gunfight. Trapped at an old mining camp in the mountains, they will have to wait out the extreme snow conditions so they can head west, where industry hasn't overrun the land. The Vanderlyn gang was one of the handful of Western gangs left in the late 1800s as times were changing. Much more strict laws were being enforced, and this gang wanted nothing to do with it. They searched to find freedom away from the constantly changing new laws of the land. They wanted to live off the land and embrace what nature provided. To achieve this, they would need plenty of money to get as far away as possible. And how do you get money when you refuse to work for the people who are taking away the land and occupying it with industry? By robbing, of course. Some missions you endure are staged robberies that you must perform. However, you have the option to rob at will when you decide to free roam by not selecting a mission. It's not just banks that you can rob. You can rob stagecoaches that are transferring money to banks. You can even pull people off of their wagons and steal the entire stagecoach. When doing that, you can drive the wagon to a fence and sell it. You can do the same with horses. Pull or rope a person off their horse, and you can ride their horse to a stable and sell it. Just make sure you whistle so your horse follows you and the stolen horse. You can also rob every shop in the game, whether that be a general store, a medicine shop, or a gunsmith. If you want, you can even rob townfolk. Just be prepared to run from the law when doing this, and it wouldn't be a true Western if you couldn't rob trains. There are so many ways to make money in this game, and not all will get the law on you. There is plenty of gold to be found, which can be sold to a fence for cash. You can also sell animal pelts to trappers for cash. And if you want, butchers will pay you for the animal's meat. And if you're feeling froggy, you can be a bounty hunter for the sheriffs and capture or kill the criminals they have hung on wanted posters. Just remember, if you do anything illegal, the bounty will be on you. To prevent bounty hunters from chasing you, you can simply go to a train station or a post office to pay off that bounty, and you'll no longer be a wanted man. There's plenty of ways to make money, so naturally there is plenty of ways to spend it as well. You can buy a variety of different firearms and ammo. You can also have the gunsmith customize your firearms to your liking. You can even buy new clothing. Everything from shirts, hats, pants, boots, gloves, pretty much anything you can think of. The trappers can also make you customized outfits with the animal pelts you bring them. Hell, if you want, you can even go to a barber for a haircut or a shave to your liking. Or you can shave yourself at your camp. That's right, even your facial hair and the hair on your head grows in this game. Feeling or looking dirty? You can take baths in certain establishments to clean up. And for an extra 50 cents or so, request a deluxe wash and let a bath maid wash you. I could go on and on with everything you can do when you're not performing a mission, but we'd be here all day. The freedom you have in this game blends in perfectly with its brilliant story. As I stated earlier, the story is a roller coaster of emotions. It has its drama, action, suspense, funny moments, and honestly, even some sad moments. Somehow, Red Dead 2 managed to get me more invested in a character than any game in my over 40 years of gaming. I realize that every game helps people escape reality, but Red Dead Redemption 2 does that and more. Red Dead 2 becomes your reality. It's more than just another game. You become a part of the game. You become part of the world, enjoying everyone and everything that is in it. You'll feel the drama, excitement, and suspense. You'll even feel the pain and heartbreak. It's a game you never want to end, but also want to know what happens next. Sometimes what happens next isn't always good, but it's something you'll never forget. And this game in general is a game you will never forget if you give it time and play through the story. Calling it a masterpiece is an understatement. No other game in history has matched what this game has done for those who have invested their time into it. They feel like they lived an entirely different life while being sucked into this game and its amazing world and story. Red Dead Redemption 2 is in a league of its own, and hard to imagine any other game coming out in the future being as complete and having an impact on its players as this game. Perfection is hard to compete with, and Red Dead 2 will be cherished for generations to come. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, game on, everybody.